Welcome to AlphaCars. My name is Dimitri and I have an amazing car for us to check out. 1977 Lada Niva 4x4. 1977, the very first year of production of this amazing car. Who knew that it would be in production for so many amazing years, and it's going to bring joy to so many different people. And we hope and we know this particular car is going to continue the trend and bring more joy to the next owner. At the time of this video, this car is available, and please visit alphacars.com, AlphaCars.com, to check the availability of this vehicle. You can also give us a call at 978-263-9000, and don't forget to check the like on this video. Okay, so why this Niva is so special? A little bit of history. We absolutely lucked out with this vehicle. How? Our friends in Russia always look for amazing original cars for us, vintage Soviet era cars. 10, 15 years ago, it was much easier to find them. Nowadays, it's almost impossible. So one of our friends, he was talking to another person. He just met him, and they were talking about just different things. And he brings up the story of how one retired Army general received a Lada Niva as a gift a few years ago, and he doesn't know what to do with it. And he tells him, well, do you know his number? And he says, I don't know his number, but I know a number of his nephew or some other relative, and they gave him a call. And he says, well, I'm going to check with the general. And literally like 10 minutes later, they're talking to the general, the nephew, and the nephew says, do you want to part with it? And he says, make me an offer I can't refuse. So we gave him an awesome offer. He parted with the car. Of course, we went to look at it, and we were told the car is absolutely like new. And the story is that prior to the car being gifted, they wanted to impress the general. So what they did, they found a bar find, a Lada Niva 1977 with under 40,000 kilometers, or about 40,000 kilometers, more or less. And the car was in original condition, 100% original condition. So they took the car to a reputable, highly reputable vintage restoration shop. And they said, what can you do with this car which would be absolutely mind-blowing? And they said the best thing we can do is to strip it all down, refinish the body. And it was a straight body. There was some work to be done to make it look like new. And then what they said was absolutely amazing. They said, we're going to send a person to the factory where these cars are still being made, and he's going to buy a kit. Basically, a kit is another car without the body. So they buy every single part, to the bolt, to the nut, to the washer, to the hardware piece, to the clamp, everything, to build a brand new Lada Niva in the body of the other Niva. So this is what was done. New engine, new transmission, new transfer case, new everything. And we were in disbelief when we were told there is such a car. So when we went, when our friends in Russia went to look at this car, they were speechless. Of course, the deal was done, the car was bought, and then we need two cars to transport because it is cost prohibitive to ship one car. So we waited for another car, and that's another story, another very special Lada Niva. So now two cars made its way to United States and got unloaded here at our AlphaCars location in Boxborough. This was a few days ago. And both of them started on the first crank. Unbelievable. So this car, we had a pleasure of taking it out, driving it for the last couple of days. It drives like a new car. It doesn't drive like a restored car. It drives like a brand new car. So let's take a look at it. Let's put it up on the lift. Let's check it out. And before we lift it up, let's walk around the car and check out the condition of all the details. So we're going to start with, again, I will confirm the body of the vehicle is original. It has been refinished with complete disassembly of the unibody. Everything was removed from the vehicle and replaced. 95%, if not more, of parts were replaced with brand new one, factory parts, not aftermarket parts, factory brand new parts. I'm just going to show you different parts of the vehicle, and the refinishing job that was done is very, very, very good. Look at all the hardware. Oh, and I'm going to show you this little cool thing. Check this out. For those that grew up in Russia, they know what this is because, well, and they had cars. So this is an additional lock to secure this little side window. Check this out. I'm going to do it with one hand, so it may not look as pretty, but we're going to screw this out, put this here, slide this in. Well, I need to lift this up, so we're going to start over again. And move this up a little bit. It's been a while I've installed one. This one is in the glove box and I had a kick out of this one. So that, and now we can slide this in. Check this out. And what it does, it puts an additional security measure because thieves, they could easily push this in with a little metal hook, pull this up, and they have access into the vehicle. So in addition, these often would deglue themselves, or you could literally just hit them up with a cigarette and they would pop out, and then you could only rely on this thing. So actually on the other side, we have that, and it is installed this way. The little piece from here, I think I saw it in the glove box, so it's there. Check this out. There it is. And we also have a work light, and we're going to talk about this one. So let's keep going with the inspection of the condition of the vehicle. The interior is absolutely amazing. We are going to disclose the dashboard is still original. There's a tiny little crack right there that has been repaired on the surface. The headliner is original, I believe, and it looks awesome. The roof is nice and straight. And we're getting into the engine compartment. And there's a lot of cool stuff here. We're going to start on passenger side because we have better access to the engine. There you can see a brand new engine, transmission, all brand new parts, everything from major components like engine and transmission and down to original factory clamps like these here, proper routed wiring harness, proper harness because it is a brand new harness, all the hardware, the tools, the jack, lighting, everything is brand new, factory brand new. We have a hand pump, we have the spare wheel, an awesome place for the spare wheel. Here is the engine, and it's a chain driven engine. You can see, well, the oil looks new because the engine is basically brand new. Proper windshield wipers, not the replacement ones, but the stainless steel factory ones. Here is the power outlet, this one, that is for that work light that we plug in there so that we can service the vehicle, and we even have the toolkit that comes with the vehicle to service it. Check this out. Yeah, look at this. Screwdriver, proper wrenches. And plenty of cargo space. And the back seat is so easy to fold and unfold. I'm going to show to you, yeah, this is the latching points, and all you need to do is to reach for the seat itself, pull it back, here we are, and that's it. We actually have a full seat in the back right here. Let's have a look at it. Check out condition of the seats, door jambs, door trim, carpets. Most of the components, as I said, they're all brand new. And now it's the time to lift the car up and look at the underbody, which is absolutely amazing. There's one small deformation here that I want to point out. Here it is. We are going to lower the hood. And the trunk. And by the way, look at the underside of the trunk lid. Absolutely, of course, absolutely no rust. All brand new locks and components. All new gaskets, nice and soft. All new hardware. Let's close this door. Check the alignment of the pads. This one is good. This one is good. Things are good here. Extend it a little bit. And we're doing fine over here. So we're good to go. Let's get it up in the air. So did you ever want to buy a brand new car, but the one that was built to specifications of a 30, 40, or 50-year-old vehicle? Well, we have one here, and that's this 1977 Lada Niva. Let's check this out. I'm just going to be quiet for a little while, and you're going to see all this, and you tell me if this is not the absolutely amazing scene. everything to factory specs down to a little cutter pin at the end of the tip of the clutch adjusting rod. This is amazing. This is a 100% accurate restoration, or actually, it's not even a restoration, it's fitting a unibody with brand new factory parts. Where else are you going to find something like this? Ever. Cute little transfer case. We put probably over 100 kilometers today on this vehicle on the back roads, and we even found a spot here to take it off-road a little bit. It wasn't a muddy off-roading, but it was rocky off-roading. And we dropped it in the low gear, and it just did everything almost at idle. Look at all of this. Unbelievable. For anyone that ever restored a vehicle, this would be like, oh my God. And look at this proportioning valve for the rear brakes to adjust rear brake force based on the body lean. Check this out. And yes, these are original tires from Soviet Union, made in USSR, right there. Check this out. There is no country left, but the tires are left. And in fact, check out this little sign right here, this one. And look that up online. Very special sign. In Soviet Union, it was only placed on the products with exceptional quality and durability. I'm just going around and showing you more and more of this amazing 1977 Lada Niva. Breathtaking. For anyone that ever restored a vehicle, this is a breathtaking scene. If you were around Nivas or had one or wish to have one, this is a stunning, one-of-a-kind opportunity. And the only thing that makes this unibody even better, by far much better than the one that was produced in 1977, it's the really extensive rust proofing, and I would even say sound deadening, because it is sprayed from the inside with modern sealers and rust proofing. So it is definitely a major enhancement compared to how this car was manufactured in 1977, because it didn't have anything like this. All brand new parts. Guess how much would it cost if it had to be done again here in the United States? Not just Niva, with any car. We know how much, because we've seen this done on other vehicles. It is an enormous amount of labor, really impeccable accuracy on this car of the reproduction. Not reproduction, but just accurate assembly with all factory parts, the way it was done at the factory in 1977. So, yeah, and we're gonna lower the vehicle, start the engine. I hope I showed every square inch of the underbody, because every square inch is amazing and impressive. Even markings on the rear springs, I remember them on new cars, on new Ladas, those yellow ones, they indicate load rating. And this car drives like a new car. I absolutely can report that. Let's show it to you from the just the body of the car on the lift. Really amazing paint job. Straight body panels and proper texture, the way the paint is applied. We can tell that it didn't really need any welding because you can see all factory spot welds are still in place and are not disturbed. Look at the stow hook, it's 100% original. Rocker panels, all the spot welds are in place. No grind spots, everything is, like I said, factory original. We actually drove this car yesterday. We were looking and we ended up buying this Mustang. 2007 Shelby GT350 with less than 3,000 miles. And the car was brand new, and the owner, the original owner who was selling it, was so proud how they preserved this vehicle. We showed him this Niva and he could not stop looking at the car. So we're lowering the vehicle. We'll get the engine started. And we already have plenty of footage of driving this vehicle, which was an absolute joy. I never had a pleasure of driving a brand new Lada Niva. When I was growing up in Soviet Union, I couldn't even dream of having a Lada Niva. And I never had one. Certainly not new, not used. And here in the United States, we had a few. They were all very nice cars, but they weren't brand new cars, of course. They were either excellent old vehicles that were just good original cars, but old cars. But this one is literally like having a brand new vehicle. So let's get the engine started. Look at all the details. And it is dusty. It's shiny. It's probably fine for the video, but it is dusty. So let's get the engine started. Oops. Very comfortable seats. They are very comfortable. Make sure we're neutral. We are. Beautiful and clean idle. Clean, I mean no shaking, stable. Great running engine. Let's pull out the spare tire. Yep, keep in mind, I'm doing it with one hand. So, brand new. And look at this engine. Check the soil filter. Made in USSR. Old good stock, old new stock. Check this out. Check out the steering box that is brand new. Suspension, engine mount, front differential, PCV system, spark plugs, of course fuel distributor. You can fine tune your ignition timing right here. Yeah, you can see how the engine responds, and you can fine tune it depending on what type of fuel you have, so you can advance or retard the ignition based on the need. Look at these transportation pads that go under the spare tire, and look at how much space is here. And in general, just look at how high that engine sits. That's why these cars do so well off-road, because the air intake and the distributor are, they are like on this level. So you can definitely go pretty deep. Hopefully not in this car, it'd be a shame. But with off-road Nivas, they can go very, very deep because of that. The spark plugs and carburetor and the distributor are sitting way, way up high. Here's the hand pump. Every Niva came with a hand pump. And look at this mounting points. The jack is located on the other side. Here is the windshield wiper motor. Heating and ventilation system. Air intake is also this high and matches up to the grill on the hood right there. So, and look at all these hoses, and everything on this car is 100% original quality. So let's shut the engine off, and we're going to put the tire back in, the spare tire. We're going to put it back in. Look at the rims. They're brand new. Outside, inside, even the weight, balancing weight clips are anodized like they should be from the factory. Check that out. Not just a spare wheel, but on all wheels. Only took me a minute. Got the spare wheel back in, tightened this up, put this tie down, and then this one has a little roller right here, and you hook it up here and hook it up there. It takes no time. So we are actually going to wrap up this overview of the 1977 Lada Niva 4x4 in amazing, close to new condition with a lot of new components. Thank you very much for viewing this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And please subscribe to the channel, visit the website, check and mark the videos you like so we know that. And once again, we appreciate you being a fans of our AlphaCars YouTube channel. Thank you for viewing this video.